So you don't have to be a 100-watt light bulb, hardy har har, and to know that not Q is going to be the opposite of that. So if Q is true, false, not Q is the opposite. False, true, false, true. Okay? The negation is just the opposite. All right? And then I'm going to use these two columns with the AND connector. Go back to your original truth tables. AND is true only once. AND is true only when you have a true hypothesis and a true conclusion. All right? A true beginning and a true end. So, are they both true here? No, so it's false. They are both true here, so that's true. They're not both true here, false. And again, that's false as well, because they're not both true. And again, I put a little check under that column to signify that's the truth value for this sentence. And then I've got two symbolic prepositions connected by the AND. So I'm going to take the two columns that I checked, and I'm going to use the AND connector to find the truth value for this symbolic sentence. Okay? Now remember, AND is true when? Correct. When they're both true. So, true and false. They're not both true. So that's false. False, true. They're not both true. False. True, false. They're not both true. False. True, false. They're not both true. So that is false. And there is my answer. That compound sentence, symbolic sentence, has a truth value where it's always going to be false. All right, it's always going to be false. All right? Any questions on that? All right, let's do another one. Hopefully you're grasping this. It's not that hard. All you need to do, the key is to go back and remember this. AND is true when they're both true. OR is true as long as one of them's true. The conditional, if this, then that, is only false when you have a true, if true, then false. And again, the biconditional, the double arrow, is true as long as they both match. Okay? All right, let's do this one. Let's do not Q with the biconditional connector, not P. Connect that with the conditional connector. Let's do Q and the conditional not P. Okay? So again, this will be the type problem that you see on the exam. So how do we attack it? Well, as I've stated in all the previous two examples, stop and look to see where your final answer is going to be. Hopefully everybody can see your final answer is going to be located under that column. And what I've got to do is figure out the truth value for that statement and the truth value for that statement. All right. Not Q. Well, Q was again what? True, false, true, false. So not Q is going to be false, true, false, true. All right? P. P was true, true, false, false. So the opposite, or not the negation of that, the opposite is going to be false, false, true, true. Okay, hopefully you're grasping this. And then I'm going to connect these two columns with the biconditional connector. Again, go back, that little cheat chart at the beginning is the key to the whole thing. The biconditional is true when what? They match. Okay? Oops, jumped on me. The biconditional, where is it? There you go. The biconditional is true when they both match. So if they're both true, it's true. If they're both false, it's true. So now let's go down to that statement. When they match, under the biconditional, the value is true. They both match here, so that's true. They don't both match here, so it's false. They don't both match here, so it's false. They don't both match here. Oh, excuse me, backtrack, going too fast. They do match here, so it's true. Remember, the biconditional is true when the beginning and the end match. And again, a little note, a little check or whatever down under that column. And now we're going to attack the next one. Q. The value for Q is what? True, false? True, false. Not P. Well, if P was true, true, false, false, not P is false, false, true, true. The conditional, the single arrow, all right, if this, then this, is true all the time except when you have a true before a false. A true is before a false, that's false. A false before a false with the conditional is true, that's true, and that's true. And then I'm going to put a little check under that. So there's the truth value for that statement, there's the truth value for that statement. Now I'm going to connect those two columns with the conditional connector. Well, we just did it over here. The conditional is true when what? All the time except when you have a false, or excuse me, all the time except when you have a true before a false. Again, the conditional, the single arrow, is true all the times except when you have a true before a false. Okay? So, true before a false is false. False before a true, true. I know that's true because, again, the only time this is false is when you have a T before an F. A T before a T is true. There's the truth value for that compound sentence. There's the truth value for that compound sentence. All right? One more example. All right, one more example. And I'm going to put this up. I'm going to let you all, I'm going to give you a little time to do it on your own, then I'm going to do it, and hopefully your truth values match my truth value. Okay? So, let's do this one. Okay? There's your statement, your compound statement. Okay? And we're kind of going to give you a little lead in, a little hint. There is the value, or excuse me, there is the location for your final answer. All right? I'm going to give you a few minutes. I want you all to construct the truth table for the truth value for this compound sentence. All right, so hopefully you're able to construct a truth table for this compound sentence. Again, identify first where the location of your final answer is going to be. Now, let's figure out the truth value for this sentence. Q, true, false, true, false. Not P, false, false, true, true. The connector OR. OR is true when. OR is true when. As long as one of them's true. Is one of them true here? Yes. Is one of them true here? No. That's the only time OR is false. True and true. Okay? Now put a little check mark under that one. That's the truth value for that statement. Not P. Not P is false, false, true, true. Not Q is false, true, false, true. The conditional. The conditional is true all the time except when you have a true before a false. All right. That is true. True. That's the only time the conditional is false. And that's true. Put a little check under that. And then now I'm going to connect those two columns with the biconditional. The biconditional, if and only if, is true as long as they match. They're either both true or they're both false. Both true, that's true. They're not, they do not match. False. They do not match. False. They do match. True. There's your final answer for your true statement. Okay? All right. So this is the final lesson. I will see you all at graduation. Again, make sure you behave yourselves. And as always, take care of yourself and take care of your friends. And don't forget that little get-together we had. All right? I'll talk to you at graduation.